All prepared. Work with me here. Never met a goblin that didn't deserve that. Not one. Ready for some teamwork? Wait. Signal when ready. Here. Thanks for asking. Here, let's combine strength. Probably should be proud of that. Signal when ready. What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
Have you returned with the wayward? Fascinating. Perhaps the Order thanks you for your...
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
First the storm. Then we crashed upon the ice. Those terrible little monsters attacked us. I just wish my wife wasn't still out. Help? Of course we need help. My wife is Lady Sovel, ambassador to the High King. She was on her way to Orsinium to negotiate an important trade agreement. But the ships went off course, and crashed in the storm. My wife disappeared in the confusion. You want to discuss geography? Now? My wife is missing! We need to find Lady Sovel. She was helping people off one of the wrecks, the other survivors. Captain Henriza won't risk any more sailors, but perhaps you could say... High King Emmerich relies upon my dear Sovel. If she were here, she'd know what to do. My Lady Sovel. If it will help, I'll tell you whatever you'd like to know. High King Emmerich sent her to negotiate a lucrative trade agreement with Orsinium. But it's probably too late for that now. What else would you like to know? It was powerful. Practically a blizzard. I think it blew us off course, but who am I to judge such things? I'm not a sailor and terrible with directions. Sovel says I'd get lost on my own estate if not for all the servants. I'm not sure how these negotiations work. It's really more of Sovel's area of expertise. Without her, I don't know who can deal with Orsinium. We did have an orc with us. Scordo. Sovell thought well of him. But you know how orcs can be. Oh, I meant no offense. I just mean that, well, orcs can be difficult to understand. Hard to tell if you're in a foul mood or not. Scordo seems a fine sort, if a little surly. He calls me all kinds of insulting names. All in good fun, I'm sure.
I saw you talking to that milksop, Ethian. He's nothing like his father, nothing at all. But I don't have time for his belly aching. I need to make sure we don't lose any more people to the cold and the ice. I am. Although I'm not sure that means much now that my vessels are smashed upon the ice. Is there something you want? Or are you just here to remind me of my failures? Off course? What do you know of navigation and seamanship? I'm paid to make port as fast and as safely as possible. I've sailed this coastal sea lane before, not that it's any of your business. If not for the storm, we'd be in Orsinium by now. We rescued Ethian, what more do you want? Haven't I lost enough sailors already? The ambassador's gone, probably drowned or crushed on the ice. I have a duty to the survivors here. Besides, we never should have come to this land in the first place. On the quarterdeck, during the storm, she was helping one of those green-skinned savages she loved so well. Who can say, though, I was trying to avoid an iceberg at the time.
If I were strong, did I hear correctly? Will you be visiting the wrecked ships? If so, perhaps I could impose upon you for a small favor. I apologize for even asking, but I have no qualms admitting that I am no match for even one Reeker, let alone a dozen of the foul creatures. If, during your travels, you happen upon a gold pendant, well, it belonged. In light of all the lives lost, it may seem trivial, but I spent a month's wages on the pendant. It was to be a betrothal gift for my lovely Eleni. Thoughts of her beauty helped me survive this terrible disaster. Find it, and I will be in your debt. I appreciate your help. The pendant holds a great deal of sentimental value to me.
All prepared!
All right, don't cry for mummy. Here, let's combine strengths. Problem, Sarah? with me here? Ready for some teamwork? Supplies metal. But now I'm going to. This should help.
May I speak with you a moment? I fear you've been misled. Did that skeever Yaus ask you to find a pendant? Oh, did he now? If that lech has a fiancé, then I'm...
Ready for some teamwork?
Did that skeever Yaus ask... Oh, did he now? How typical. If that lech has a fiancé, then I'm the queen of Daggerfall. That pendant is mine. It even has my initial engraved on the back. It was a gift from my parents. It turned up missing shortly before the storm. Yaus and we became friendly during the voyage, much to my regret. After one particular encounter, I noticed that my pendant was gone. Yaus swore he hadn't seen it, but then I heard him talking to you about it. Fine, talk to the liar. But be careful, his words fall like nectar from a tree. I thought he liked me. but he only had eyes for the gold around my neck.
Tell me, my good friend, were you successful? Did you find my pendant among the wreckage? You did? That's wonderful. My Eleni is going to be so happy. Now, give me the pendant, if you please. I need to keep it safe until I return to Sentinel. Really? Why, that's ridiculous. Who would... Oh, you spoke to Azita, didn't you? Listen, she's just upset. We had a few intimate moments during the voyage, but she wanted more than I could give her. This is just her way of punishing me.
Fine, talk to them. Because it belongs to me. Why would he be carrying around a gift for his betrothed on a voyage such as this? It makes no sense. He tells a good story. I'll give him that. But in the end, it's because he's a thief trying to make a quick profit. That pendant is mine. It reminds me of my parents and my home. Your belief in me is gratifying. I thought I had lost the pendant forever, and with it, my one remaining connection to my home.
Let's combine strength. Signal when ready. I never used to fight this much till I met you.
You don't look familiar. Which of the ships were you sailing on when we hit the ice? I'm the first mate of the flagship, Mateer's Fortune. I came down here to secure the hatches when I saw the ambassador's bodyguard. Then I hit my head. Now that you mention it, I thought something was wrong. I never sailed with Captain Henriza before, and I never sailed this part of the sea, so I could have been mistaken. I tried to reach the captain, but that's when we ran into the blizzard. I wouldn't want to disparage the captain. She works for Lord Ethian's father, and most of the ships belong to him. Because of the ambassador's mission, they wanted to make an impression. Nobles. Scordo the Knife? He's an orc from North Point. The ambassador brought him along in case we ran into any trouble. He told me that he thought something was going on, and asked me to keep my eyes open. The ambassador? I have no idea. I did see Lady Sovel and the captain having a heated discussion right before the storm hit. Oh dear. I hope the ambassador wasn't injured when we crashed. I'll go check on Lord Ethian. He's a nervous sort.
run away. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Anyone out there? Anyone that's not a reeker, that is? I could use a hand. Whoever you are, can you move some of these damn crates? I'm stuck! Damn furniture tore up my sword arm. I'm practically useless. Stupid ship started collapsing around me. Figured I was gonna sink before I got out from under this mess. Sure, I enjoy being crushed under rubble as I slowly sink into icy water. What kind of question is that? And just who in oblivion are you? I had a feeling I'd be seeing you again. You do have a habit of wandering into the most disastrous situations. Cold Harbor. I'd prefer to forget about that dismal place. I lost a lot of good friends there. A lot. Poor Darien. Do you remember Darien? He was a good man. Let's talk about something less depressing. How should I know? This may shock you, but I'm not much of a keep-in-touch person. Honestly, I picked up my rucksack and walked not long after you left. Things probably settled down, but I doubt we got all the vampires. Creepy bastards. He did he? Last time I saw that spineless skeever, him and Chorus the Mage were walking away. They left me under here to die. I heard them talking about the captain and the ambassador as they left. He's one of Captain Henriza's lackeys, a shifty-eyed mage who was always skulking around. Didn't like him. Look, help me out. I don't think I can swing a sword right now, but I need to make sure the ambassador is all right. Hard to believe, but not every Breton likes that High King Emmerich made peace with the orcs. They call us savages, and they want Lady Sovel's mission to fail. Captain Henriza wasn't shy about telling the ambassador just what she thought about orcs. I won't be much use in a fight, so I'll follow you. I suggest checking out more of the wrecks. Or maybe she headed for that tower over there.
All prepared!
Did you find my dearest Sovel? Please tell me she's all right. Have you found my wife yet? Please tell me that you know where Sovel is. Where could she be? And why did she have to stay on the ship? She cares for everyone else, but refuses to safeguard herself. Scordo, you were supposed to protect her. Impossible. The captain works for my father. She would never harm my wife. Wait, we saw the captain head toward the signal tower. If that's where Sovel is, then I have to go there too.
Damn milksop is gonna get himself killed. Go after him. I'm in no position to keep anything.
Work with me here.
Don't hurt me! My father will pay you! Help! I'm on top of the tower! Sovel, she's not here. And I think maybe that mage tried to kill me. Well, maybe he was trying to kill you. What? How dare you insinuate such a thing? I would never! I'm as at a loss as to where Sovel is as you are. My father promised we would go off course just long enough for Sovel to miss her meeting. She wasn't supposed to be harmed. We were just... It was supposed to... The captain has worked for my father for years. My father... You just can't say no to him. He said that the captain would take care of everything. By the gods, what have I done? Sovel will never forgive me. I truly don't know. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Terrible storm, all those sailors who died. My father said Captain Henriza would make sure that no one was harmed. We were only supposed to get into port late.
There you are. Scordo found something. While you were up in the signal tower, Scordo did some scouting, and he thinks he figured out where Captain Henriza disappeared to. He went to see if the ambassador was there as well, just down the path here. He found what looks to be an old smuggler's bolt hole in the rocks. Scordo sent me back so I could tell you all about it. He's waiting for you over there. I'll head back to camp. I need to check on the survivors.
See that cave? That's an old smuggler's hole. I bet my last gold piece that Captain Henriza is in there. Maybe even the ambassador. Nothing really, just a gut feeling. I learned a long time ago not to ignore my gut in situations like this. Besides, I saw one of Henriza's lackeys sneak in there trying to be all stealthy. I'm sure that's where Lady Sovel is. Why would you want to reason with someone like that? Do you reason with an angry Wamasu when it's trying to eat your face? No, you... Oh, ogre dung. What's that fool Ethian up to now?
I know you're in there, Henriza! Where's my wife?
Run back to your father, you pathetic little man.
Free my wife at once, you villain!
I'm going to do your father a favor.
She stabbed me! I fear...
High King Emmerich will hear of this, you blackguard.
Filthy orc! This should help. I should have gutted you the moment you entered our camp.
The Morrowind has her eye on you.
If you could untie me, I would greatly appreciate it. And would you know if my husband is safe? He's Lord Ethian, and I made sure he got off the wrecked ship with a few of the crew and passengers. Ethian? My husband? Tried to stand up to Captain Henriza. I never expected him to do such a thing. Ugh. Why didn't he stay with the rescued crew? He was never good in a crisis. Tell me, how bad was he injured? This is all Ethian's father's fault. What a vile man his father is. Ethian never could say no to him. And Henriza was eager to tell me all about it after she captured me. If Ethian dies because of this, I'll find a way to make his father pay. Thank you. I should go see my husband. He wasn't a brave man, but he tried to stand up against that vile Henrisa. He did, didn't he? Thank you. Now, I have a job to do. I'll mourn Ethian after I have fulfilled my obligation to High King Emmerich. I'll send Scordo ahead to Orsinium to let them know we are on our way. Perhaps we'll see. The orcs will negotiate with me. There's still time to salvage my mission and make sure Ethian's father lives to regret what he set in motion. But thank you. Without your timely assistance, more innocent... No, my friend. You've done more than enough. The rest is up to Scordo and me. I knew Baron Matir was a despicable man, but to force his son into this treasonous scheme? My heart told me that, but it's good to hear you confirm it. His father, always scheming. He wanted my mission to fail, even if he had to have me killed to accomplish that. But Emmerich needs this treaty. Is it? Ours was an arranged marriage. I suspect that when his father learned of my true political feelings, he was extremely disappointed. Still, Ethian had a good heart, and we got along well. At least we did when his father wasn't interfering. Ethian's father hoped to deal with two problems at the same time. My marriage to his son, and Emmerich's treaty with the orcs. But his scheme led to his own son's death, and he'll answer for that. I plan to tell High King Emmerich everything. I need to focus first on Emmerich's treaty before I can allow myself the luxury of regret. Scordo, I will need you to get to Orsinium as soon as possible.
Malakath, I pray your words aren't lost. Vision fades. And yet, I see you clearly through the fog at life's end. Malakath, is that you? No, I see. I see. Malakath sent you to me, didn't he? That means his words will not be lost. The Voshrak, they attacked our stronghold, crying for our blood in the name of Trinimac. They came for the sacred words, the hidden sanctuary, but they made a mistake. They misinterpreted the blood rite that opens the way. Malakath has sent you to see the sacred words to safety. Find the other archivists. Gather a drop of blood from each to open the way. You can start with mine. And know that the Agra Krun will guide you.
Ready for some teamwork?
Work with me here? I should sleep with a log tonight.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
What is it?
If we have anything to cook.
A little bird spoke to me outside the inn. Said the Reachman's leader was dead. Never had a bird talk to me before.
This architecture is astounding. A mix of old and new, and some of it truly inspired.
Signal when ready. Prepared.
Truly want to help us secure the sacred words of Malakath? Then let us speak, for you cannot find the way on your own. Outsider, you honor Malakath with your actions. I serve the Furious One as well, and as his instrument of vengeance, I swear that the death of the Archivists will not go unanswered. You, however, have a different purpose in all this, I think. The faithful of Malakath require protectors, especially in these difficult and violent times. I am one of Malakath's mortal agents, one of the Agrakran. You would say the blood shield in the common tongue. You have the Archivist's blood, yes? There was little time to prepare you, and still less now. Malakath's vengeance cannot be delayed. But I can give you this book. It describes the path you must walk. You were not intended for this path, but you must walk it all the same. The Stronghold Keep. A shrine to Malakath waits inside. Though it hides in our prince's true place of power. The blood holds the key, though your will and your faith must reveal the way. Initiates used it to gain admittance to the Old Order, as did those who sought refuge in the halls of Malakath's true servants. It will guide you, but like the Furious One, it won't lead you by the hand. You'll have to work to succeed. Now go. The blood shields? To most we are shadows, but for a precious few, we are a beacon of light. Retrieve the sacred words before the Vashrakt is...